Callie might haven't watched it. Hello, everyone. I just realized my face isn't on the camera, but we are live. It's your girls, Monty, Callie, and Dr. Joy, pre-PhD. We are here to talk about Married to Medicine, episode The Streets Are Talking. While we let all of you come in, we will kind of talk about just a little of anything. Callie, did you watch Bell Collective? Do we need to hold that one off?
I'm trying to remember.
I don't remember. I got notes though.
I don't even know.
It was the finale, so it was really just
because
we talked about it.
We already did.
We did talk about it. Yeah, because remember you said you didn't know that Glenn called the girl. Remember you said you didn't know that he was still texting people. Yeah, we talked about Bell Collective. So we okay. Okay.
Yes,
so I got us. We did Bell Collective and Love and Marriage Huntsville at the same time. Disregard Dr. Joy Dory.
Oh, Sunday.
Yeah. So anyway, hey T. We got some people watching. I'm gonna tag a few people, but while we are waiting for people to come, because Facebook has changed something, so some people can't see us. So I'm gonna try to tag a few people. But how would you rate this episode of Married to Medicine?
5.
5. All right. And what about you, Dr. Joy?
I would say about a 5 or a 6.
Okay. I think I would do it the same. So let's get into it. Sandy, okay. I think Sandy's on. Sandy said a 7. So she found us. All right, let me get to our notes and we'll get into it. So how was your day? I hadn't been asking y'all that.
My day was a day.
Yeah.
I'm eager for tomorrow at 2:17.
Oh, I actually signed up tomorrow to bartend this firefighters concert. I have no idea why, but I'm regretting it. Anyway, let's get into it, ladies. So, Anila, that's where it started off. So did you all kind of hear what she said? They walked in the house, everything looked normal until they walked upstairs. And I was like, so did they not mess with the door? Wasn't broken, nothing downstairs was.
She just, whoever it is, came right on in, went right to the bedroom, got the jewelry, and left.
Got what it sounds.
Y'all think that's weird, or am I just?
Well, it sounds like if it was that easy, the way she made it sound, it was a setup. They knew where to go, where to find it. But who else would have known where that stuff was at, though?
Because it was like it was just her closet.
But I want you to think about this. I don't know if y'all watch Love in Hip Hop Atlanta. Excuse me for a second. I can get this gum out my mouth. I'm sorry. I don't know if you all watch Love and Hip Hop Atlanta. These people, I don't know what's going on. But when Sierra was robbed, she got cameras in her house. They went straight to her bedroom.
So do you think it's like somebody who's building these homes or like a worker?
No, I don't know if you all have been following the news. See, I knew about this even before Anila. I watch, of course, Housewives, this show from Atlanta, and I watch Love and Hip Hop from Atlanta. At least 2 cast members on each of those shows have been robbed. There was this gang that was hit up, or they arrested like 30 people like the end of August. So there was a gang. It could be assistance. I don't think that it's necessarily, it could be people around them.
Anila blocked from her closet. Oh.
That's what somebody just said.
They are watching celebrities. They robbed Mariah Carey. Falcon players have been robbed. There has been a countless number of Atlanta celebrities that have been robbed. But a lot of it has to do with a lot of them are going on social media. They're talking about stuff. But Sierra from Love and Hip Hop Atlanta, she hadn't even fully moved in her house. They had just bought it. I don't even, like, she was unpacked in places. They had even, but I will say this. when she bought the house, they did a live and walked through it.
So you think they'll watch? Because I'm thinking it's got to be someone inside or watching, because they went straight to what her thing.
Did it show how they got in at all? Joy, did it show how they got in?
No, but go, if I wish I could find an episode she said when they came in her house, they ran directly upstairs to her bedroom. They were looking there. They know the reality is most people don't keep things that are personal to them around the house. You keep the good stuff in the bedrooms. And we're talking about, if you believe this, these are street guys. So they know what sells on the streets. Purses and jewelry, that kind of stuff, they can resell because that's what they're doing. They're reselling stuff. So people don't keep that stuff in their living room. They keep it in their closets. Plus, they take pictures of their house. And just like somebody said, Anila blogs from her closet.
People I guess.
Even when we don't think so.
Yeah.
And just think about this. In LA, Kyle was robbed. If you believe it, Dorit was
robbed. Yeah.
These people, and these are little street dudes, and they're going after the same thing with Dorit and Kyle's house. They ain't taking furniture. They took jewelry, purses, bags, because they know what sells on the street. We ain't buying no couches on the street. But if you walk up in sit in a beauty or a barbershop long enough, somebody gonna come in there with something for you. I mean,
yeah, it just seems like something's crazy because it's like they went straight for her stuff, and so it's like, I don't know. But I guess if she vlogs from her closet, that makes a whole lot of sense now. Yeah.
They're looking. That's what happened. Sat right in Beverly Hills. Exactly. She's right. The same thing.
I think it's somebody's watching them. You don't think so?
I mean, they're watching them to learn their habits. The whole thing about Toya and Toya's, they're in their minds. Had they said it like this, I would have respected it just a little more. Toya had a party at her house that lasted all day. It started in the afternoon and went on and took all night, not all night, but like 1:00 at night. Had they said something like, this is just me giving an example, but if they had said something like, Toya had this party, so people were coming in and out of the neighborhood that's not normally there, or maybe they just took for granted that anybody could have came in, I could have respected that. Because that could really be a real scenario. But to say she knows something about it or she has something to do with it is a bunch of bull crap.
Now
to insinuate that she does is so irresponsible.
Yeah, it really is.
Just like it's irresponsible to put on the internet that she got a hit out for somebody. Isn't that a federal offense? I'm almost positive that's illegal to even do that.
But did she say it?
Who said the hit though?
Carrie said that.
Carrie tweeted it. And
yeah.
She's so backwards in her tweet.
Carrie.
Yeah, I personally responded to it. That was the going back. Remember, it started from the post that I did, and they were going backwards and forwards.
Okay. Yeah.
But Carrie, and if you all don't know, I had posted, I had read on people.com that they can't find a police report for Neela. So I posted the People magazine link. And I said, according to People, you haven't even filed a police report. And
I remember.
That's not true. Then
Neela did. She retweeted our tweet. Yeah.
Right. She said that's not true. Then Anila posted the police report. And then Carrie piped.
Look at my lash. Look at that.
And Carrie kind of seemed like she was on it, like she knows something about it. But when somebody told her that she's crazy and that is illegal, then Carrie said, well, I don't think she said, I've known Toya for such and such years. I don't think she did anything, has anything do with it, but I do think she knows something about it. And the only thing that Toya probably could answer to, which could be a real factor, is that she had a party from 1 p.m. allegedly to 1 a.m. Mm-hmm. And if you left the gate open, or if this is a gated community, told the guy at the gate, I'm gonna be having this party, such and such, let my guests in, maybe they took advantage of that security issue. But and be mindful that this could have happened all over, because this was like the 19th. It was the 19th of December.
Right.
So right before Christmas.
Right at Christmas.
A lot of people have Christmas parties.
Yeah, it could have not been other people having parties, letting people in the gate too. Yeah. But they had to get in the gate some kind of way.
Yeah. And Anila isn't being honest. First she said the cameras weren't on. Then you heard her say she didn't have any cameras.
Right.
See her install cameras. And something else that's interesting, if you all didn't know, Anila got robbed again in June. So she was robbed in December, then again in June of this year.
And did they have any events going on in June at her house?
I have no idea.
Probably not.
And that's what I was thinking.
Wrapping. They actually wrapped this time last year. They started like in the fall. They probably wrapped in like January, February. So that hadn't even happened yet.
So you don't think it's weird that they didn't have any security though at their home?
I think it's insane that somebody would claim that they had $500,000 worth of stuff. And not insane. It ain't that much gated community safety in the world. When you really live in a highly, highly populated area. I can kind of understand it if you're living out in the jungle somewhere, or in the country somewhere where it's not a lot of people, where you could probably get away with leaving your house unlocked. But when you're living in a highly populated area, and while she may not, she says she's in Milton County, but she's right at the border in Fulton and Milton County.
Yeah, I don't understand it. I just don't get it.
But Sandy made a good point saying, what are the different services they have at the house?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. It was
easy for somebody like that.
I was thinking it was like
they were getting their backyard fixed. It is somebody with the link that it can be countless people. I just think it's so irresponsible to name a person. It would have been okay if you had said people coming in and out because folks having parties. I could have said, that probably that could happen. But to actually say her name.
Right.
But that was Quad doing that. And then she went and talked. She went and talked to Anila about it at, I don't know whose house it was, and I'm sitting here like, why would you put this in anybody's mind without proof?
But she's irresponsible like that. This is the same woman that set up Lisa Nicole's husband for a dude to say he was sleeping with him. This is the same woman that said Mariah snorts cocaine.
Yeah.
She says things that, in my opinion, are so irresponsible because it don't even fit the situation. Do you understand what I'm saying? Like,
well, either their gate, we don't know if there's a person sitting at their gate or if they have to punch a code in their gate. Like, I don't know what type of gate, but either way, it's not safe in that gated community.
Yeah, if it's a live person up there, then somebody's coming in robbing you and you got a live person up there, they more likely have something to do with it.
Right.
I don't know. It's a lot of different things that could have happened.
She's not even married to medicine, my love, but she's
I don't know why she there either, Dr. Leslie. It don't make no sense to me. It's one thing if I just don't get it. I just don't know why she's there. She has, and I also think she does have something to do with medical. They just don't deal with it. She's just not married. Because
she used to be in pharmaceutical sales. She used to be.
She used to be, but I didn't think she still was.
I know she works a job because she got a PPP loan. So
she said it's not right next to, it's 46 miles north of Atlanta.
She said that where her house is, she sits at the cusp of Milton and Fulton County.
But she's saying it's North Fulton. So it's you live in Georgia?
I don't know about if it's north or south. I don't know.
Yeah,
I'm just telling you what she said in the tweet. She specifically said that she lives on a corner. I mean, she's at the cusp between Fulton and Milton County. And that while her house is physically, she claims, in Fulton County, the Milton County police
lives in Georgia. So she said, well,
I don't know. Yeah, she lives in Georgia. Oh,
okay.
I don't know. I'm just telling you what she said. She
in her
said,
tweet.
Yeah, in her tweet.
Okay.
You see it? It's up there. It was just last week where we had.
So now chatter up. Do y'all follow us on Twitter?
Yeah,
on
follow us on Twitter. It's on there. You can read it for yourself.
Joy be out there posting all kinds of stuff.
It be misspelled, but it be popping.
I love it.
Right.
Joy be using them fingers real fast, honey. But people be.
I don't need.
So what do y'all think about?
Just going by what she said, though.
Mm-hmm.
But
okay, so y'all talking about Wise Quad on the show, but what about Dr. Jackie? What does Dr. Jackie do that's so interesting besides talk about having OCD and walking around her medical office? What do you find interesting about her on this show?
I don't.
I find everything about her interesting. I do. I really do.
Well, Heavenly had a reason why she thought she was there. That because she makes money for Bravo.
Well, yeah, she makes money for Bravo, but just her specifically. First of all, she went through the big public cheating scandal at the airport, which was a long time ago. But I think
at the airport.
It was.
Might have kept her on there for to see how she dealt with it. How are you going to overcome this? And then you hear her get into all these the sex groups and the toys and everything. So she's every change she's making is kind of geared toward making her relationship with her husband better.
And Jackie actually is a good Jackie, for whatever reason, they allow her to plug kind of uterine health. I can respect that. She's really into uterine health.
But Simone can do that.
She can, but they don't really highlight her like that.
They don't.
And now that Dr. Jackie has that new girl in the office, which I wouldn't hire because she's cute. Okay.
But some cute people can't work in your office, Callie.
I wouldn't hire.
You just gonna hire ugly people.
Callie, wait a minute.
Yes.
Hold on. We have one. So cute people can't work in your office.
Not when your husband just got through cheating with some chick at the airport. You don't let him work.
Not with that. He was talking
office now.
He was cheating. But I
would have hired Becky with the fake butt and the purple hair or something that nobody would have wanted.
I think Jackie might be door too with she might be making her way. Looks like she's ready to. She's definitely slowing down because
she got home by 5 o'clock this weekend.
That's good. That's actually really good. Oh,
well, you know, Heavenly.
Y'all ever look online and look at her reviews? Okay, y'all should.
We will. Well, Heavenly, I think, is making Jackie do this because Heavenly one time said the doctors always talk about how much money they make, yada yada yada. Hour for hour, I make more because they work longer hours than I do, and I'm at home normally while they're at work all day. So I think Jackie got in her head.
Heavenly
said that. She said they try to minimize her being a dentist, but they actually work longer, harder hours than she does because she can go do a mouth or two and make money where they're there all day trying to do billings and stuff.
I don't know why she's sitting around talking about because she minimizes Toya all the time. So, she's sick to me.
Oh, Heavenly? Absolutely.
She drains me. I can't stand
like she minimizes. The reality is you could tell that she was like when they was doing those flashbacks about her, you could tell that Heavenly was the little unattractive girl in the corner. And she projects all of her anger out on other people. Like, and it's just, and that whole scene that she did with Daddy when she came outside and then screamed at the man about her husband's anatomy.
But that was a dig at but that was a dig at Eugene because Toya said Eugene's penis was small. So she said to Toya, I don't have to cheat. My man penis is big. That was I don't know if anybody else caught that. But it was a dig at Toya.
Yeah, it was.
But you're probably right. I didn't even think about that. It was so, and I was wondering, was it cut bad? Did something
well, she does
else
have
happen?
a hustle now, though.
But it kind of makes sense because they did show Eugene looking up, and I didn't get it. And I said, "Oh,
I caught that girl."
Right. That is a dig. Yeah, you're right. You're right.
That was a
The
dig at
last
Toya. I don't even
comment
know
said
Toya
that she
called
didn't
it.
have a hustle. Jackie didn't have a hustle, or not Jackie, but Toya. Toya does have a
Toya.
hustle now. She has her wine line that's coming out or is
Mm-hmm.
out. I don't think I'm
And
buying
She
she
with
anything.
owned
Martell
that
now.
concierge service.
Hmm.
They own that concierge service.
They still
They
own that?
still do that, but they go around and put
I
the
think
IV in people.
I'm almost.
So she has her wine business that she's just started,
She wrote a
and I don't know if
book.
they're
I
doing
don't
the
know how much she
concierge or not.
made.
The IV concierge.
But what do y'all think about Eugene changing his occupation from AR to urgent care?
I just
It
wanted
was
to know how much money difference is it going to be? The same, lower, higher, what? But it sounds
one
like
of
he's
the
going to
things
I
have.
that
don't like her.
I liked is that he talked about, I'm the man whisperer. I read between lines. He was so passionate
What am I
about,
correct on?
I've been wanting to do this my whole life. And I look at kids sometimes that I have and they be like, I'm gonna be this. I be like, you can do it. Like
Yeah.
I felt him telling him when he was talking about, I knew I wanted to be an emergency room doctor my whole life. And I'm scared.
Leslie is shady tonight.
Dr. Leslie, the shade is
Dr.
real.
Leslie. But
But
true
you know
that,
what,
but
though? Everybody but me drink wine. That crap is nasty.
I don't drink no
I don't
wine,
drink it
so I ain't
either.
gonna do it. But I do
I,
think it's smart because he said it'll be less hours and no weekends. And so maybe Toya ain't gonna cheat. I'm just playing Toya. I don't think you cheat, but okay.
I don't either.
Now let's go to Simone because we're kind of rushing through so we can get to the next. We're doing 3 shows tonight, y'all. So Simone and her husband are writing this book. And it's Omarosa their publicist or just their friend? I couldn't understand that. I mean, she had good
I
points.
think she is a plug between the two. I think she
I
might
think
be.
so too.
Yeah, I could be off, but I know she's friends with Omarosa. And I'm glad that she told her the business too. Because I know it's more to this story than what we were told. And they just banded together. It didn't even make any sense when it was happening.
Toy needs to
And I
complete
would
over.
have bought the book just to find out what really happened. That's what's
And
so
that could
bad.
be how they got us to know. Like, but I
So
feel
you
like
think it's something
Omarosa
more
really.
than that girlfriend?
Yeah, because she didn't. It wasn't. It wasn't. Remember that it was his really good friend. One of the things that Jackie said at reunion is that she didn't think he was having an affair with her. But how does a woman that he's not having an affair with, and mind you, this ain't, but looks don't mean nothing.
Jackie said it or Simone? Jackie said that to Simone. Okay.
No, she said it at reunion.
Okay.
One of the questions they asked her was, "What do you think he was having an affair?" She
But
said, no.
listen, Joy, but it's different because he had an emotional connection, and that could
that's what was weird to me. And I was like, what the
intimate more than sex. Intimacy does not mean
that was his best friend too, right? They were best friends.
But if you know that, go ahead, Callie. I'm sorry.
And,
if you know,
they walked away from that, and he didn't want to walk away. If you remember, he was like, "No, she's just a friend. Why am I giving up? Something else is going on."
Yeah, that's why I said it's
gotta be.
The story is incomplete.
Yeah,
and
we don't know. We allegedly everything, Callie. We need that allegedly thing.
Okay.
Allegedly to everything we say, people.
Alleged.
But I do feel like there was some type of connection because the wife can sense in my mind, or our mate, even not a wife, a connection that's not right, and she could sense it. And that lady was coming between them, and it took her saying, "If you don't stop this, I'm gonna divorce you," for him to even end it. She had to go to that extreme.
And
so he had a connection. So we're not saying they had sex or anything like that, but there was some kind of a connection. Yeah, they just want us to read the book. That's what I say too. But I feel like
look, I just couldn't imagine being that. Like, I have a really good friend. I don't know if he watching John. I don't know. I have a really good friend.
Hey, John, watch it.
We have literally been friends since we were 15 years old.
I don't want to play with you. Go
and he's been married. This is actually his second marriage. He's been married over 20 years. I couldn't imagine coming between him and his wife.
Right.
Do we have conversations that we may not have directly in front of our spouses? Maybe. He may tell me something and he might want my advice or vice versa. but it's not inappropriate. I just
Right.
couldn't imagine crossing the line like that. Like, he's truly my friend, and whatever we say or do, our spouses know each other.
Yeah.
If you don't want to cross the line that you can't cross, recross.
But I do like the fact that Omarosa seems to have come out of reality TV and still be on the tip of people's tongue, or still in the business, even outside of it. She was a villain, like,
and
they
she's still
glorified her.
She's a
the
pastor.
villain that
She's
married
a
a
first lady,
preacher.
honey.
So now she's the
You
first
know
lady.
she's a first lady in Jackson.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I mean, I just think that's really good, though, that she was able to reinvent herself and continue, because some
I don't know
people
if she's
fizzle out.
reinvented herself.
Yeah, I don't think it's been
Still,
reinvented
no.
because everything she's doing now she was doing before. But I always did like Omarosa. So she's kind
So y'all
of
still think, but
I used to like her as a villain. I did not like her working for Trump.
they were floating on the golf course.
But
he
I
threw her out.
will say this. Anybody who in college now, because she did do this. Anybody in college right now, if you qualify for the Pell Grant and you can get it 3 times a year in the summer, you can get the full grant. Thank Omarosa, because that is one of the things that she did do.
See, she needed to be there.
It does benefit a lot of HBCUs. The Pell Grant. So when we went to school in the 90s, you used to get the Pell Grant all year round. And then for whatever reason, they stopped it. And what she did, one of the things that she pushed was to be able to get Pell Grants all year round. And you know, a lot of HBCUs do benefit. There are a lot of advantages. Here in Missouri, there are colleges that if you get the Pell, they're going to take all of your Pell, but that's all your tuition.
Yeah, that's your first. They do all your. That's your first dollars, and then they put other stuff to it.
Right, that's always your first dollar.
I got it. Okay, I don't know if I need to see about that. So, I had a question. Could you write a book about your relationship or your marriage, or?
Yeah,
I think I could too.
Yeah, I don't think it. Yeah, why not?
Probably not.
Now, Dre, I'm surprised to hear you say that. Actually, I would think that. It just sounds like as much as you're always on the man side for some crazy reason, it sounds like your book would be good because you would be really trying to get a woman to.
I could write a book, but I would want to write it by myself
to their husband, and I'd be cracking up.
How much is the check? Okay, Dr. Leslie.
I could write it. I would want to write it by myself.
My lip gloss is popping.
You said you would not want to?
I said
she would want to. So you would want to be the author, so it wouldn't be a co-author. Okay, no co-write me.
No co-write.
You sure you haven't already written one, George? I know you'd be over there writing some books, honey.
I do.
So Heavenly Mom, in this episode, we found out her mom passed away. So do you think Dr. Jackie was insensitive saying Heavenly, you knew it was coming? Because a few people thought that.
Oh, they were on her head.
Yeah.
But not for those two, though. For, they're friends. She's probably the only one that Dr. Heavenly doesn't talk about because, Dr. Heavenly is above her in so many ways. And she has a crush on Dr. Heavenly. On Jackie. And I don't think she took that as an insult. When you have a real friend, you could say something like that and it's not a big deal. That's what I think.
You think so? Okay. What do you think?
She was unbothered. Because if she was bothered, she would have said something about it. But it's Jackie, so no. She was good.
Yeah, she didn't even flinch. And I was shocked.
Yeah, I wasn't.
I think doctors mentally are trained heavily, may not have to deal with this in her practice. But I think doctors have to put on their face. Imagine how many times Jackie has had to tell a woman her baby isn't, alive, or imagine then having to deliver that baby.
Oh yeah,
and, or somebody.
Did she have to do that?
Oh, she would.
They do. No, they do.
No, I meant Dr. Jackie.
Yeah, she would do it if she's a doctor.
No, did she have to do that with her baby? Because remember, she didn't have kids. That's what I was asking. Did she?
I don't know.
Okay.
You probably. I don't know. But a
Yeah.
lot of people that work in emergency services, fire, police, EMS, all of them, they kind of joke about it a little bit, just to kind of add a light to it.
Yeah.
And they don't mean anything by it. So
It's hard.
yeah.
What you call BS
Call
on?
BS on. I done lost the joy. They be behind us. What you say? Oh, that she wasn't mad about it, maybe.
Right. Misbehaving.
Oh,
she
may
did have a horrible
she
relationship with her
respond
mom.
to it, or they cut it out.
But she didn't, I don't know. So Jackie never, I mean, they said she never had kids. I don't know. So okay.
Well, but I'm sure she's had to deliver because I had a girlfriend that lost her baby.
No, she's saying Jackie never had kids herself. I mean, I had to deliver.
She did.
So but yeah.
And that medicine that you take back then almost always didn't allow women to have another child. They have new medicine now that doesn't hurt the womb as bad. But
So I have a few more things, and then we can. Y'all just want to go to the next show. So Contessa was a little nosy with Anila. So some of her questions was, you have no questions. Do you feel targeted? Toya said she only has 70 followers, so nobody know what's going on.
Have y'all ever seen her blog?
I've never.
No, actually.
Video vlog or blog with a B?
She must have a vlog because they say she do it from her closet. So she's got to be a video.
She makes money from it too. I'm gonna look her up.
I don't think she's making as much as she says. And I think that's all I have. Oh, Toya said, and I want to end with this.
Let me ask y'all this.
To check on your strong friends.
Oh,
so I want y'all to remember that. I wrote that was the last thing I wrote.
What did y'all think about Contessa asking those questions? Did Contessa seem like she calling bull crap? What did y'all think?
She was calling her bull crap. You have security, you didn't have a camera, you didn't have like what normal people you think would have. Like, I don't understand. And then they put all those cameras in the house later.
I don't know what's up with these rich people and these cameras that they're not using.
It doesn't make sense to me. And you can get like a cheap one if you can't afford it. Because some people, I always say this, you can make $1 million and your bills be $1,000,001 and you ain't rich because you was -1. So even if you don't, seriously, even if you make a lot and you're kind of, you just go on Amazon and buy you a little camera or two, when you can. Like, you can talk through them and all that. You don't have to have all this fancy stuff, but you need something. And so, yeah. So anything else, ladies?
Girl, the name of her vlog, unless it got to be something else, it's named Peplum and Bubblegum. That's that, those.
I know, I love a peplum. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Peplum and Bubblegum?
I don't understand what that means, but okay. Let's see. Ciao.
And look, it looks like the last time she's logged on was 2000 and let me not be messy and tell
I'm sure she has.
They said people in the projects got Ring doorbells. Yes, they do.
I sure just got one. I ain't in the projects though, but I ain't far from it. No.
See, that post, yeah. See, people are thinking maybe she did it for
2000,
so they don't notice it. Okay.
What is that? Is that your camera?
One of them.
Is that what you're showing us, Kelly?
Yeah,
that's the last time she
I have mine, which is crazy. Why do we have our cameras today? This is the one I have in the backyard. It's charging right now. But yeah. I'm 2019.
So that means she had. So what's she doing all day?
No. She has a new one because she said she's bought. I mean, it helped her buy
be a new
furniture and everything. So she has another.
But she she ain't taking care of her children. I tell you that. I'm sorry.
Amelia. Oh, let's see here. Oh.
Did y'all find her? Well, y'all ready to end this one and go to what's our next one?
I can make a blog look better than this. I'm a little bored.
Yeah. Do y'all want to end this one and go to what's
that's fine.
Next, y'all? Atlanta.
Where we go next?
All right.
Atlanta.
So y'all, we're gonna get off of here and we'll take people's Beverly Hills time. no matter what y'all want to talk about at the very end before we leave. All right, so y'all ready to get off?
Yeah.
Joy? All right.
Girl,
Let's
this
piece
girl
it out.
ain't
We'll
got another blog. You can't even
Joy!
find her on the internet.
Joy is,
Listen,
I'm
we'll be
looking
right
too.
back,
She got to have something.
y'all
else out
people come back. We have a lot of people watching, so make sure y'all come back. We'll be 2 minutes. Joy, be ready to log
All right,
off, Joy.
2019. What the